fundamental movement skills. That's going to be the dominating force in training. And Emily already mentioned a few of them, but hopping, skipping, throwing, catching. And even if they're a soccer player and they're using their lower body, they still need to learn throwing and catching and hanging and climbing and crawling and just really developing all of their muscle groups and just this great body awareness and being able to keep their head up in soccer. It just enhances those sport specific skills that they're going to have time for later in their teenage years. So that's when the sport specific skills start to take over post PHV. So just want to just reiterate how important it is to just expose these young kids to a variety of movement. And like Emily said, allow them to explore. And they're only going to raise the ceiling on their athleticism, which is then going to help with their sport specific skills. So Emily, is there anything you want to add on to this graphic?
Yes. So the only other thing that I want to bring up is that too often we forget that, okay, well, this graphic says I have to do this and my kid is 15. But here's the thing. If your kid never was exposed to these movement patterns, she can't start at where, we're saying, hey, when you're 15, let's focus on strength, speed, agility, sports specificity. It's like, no, we can't get there yet. We still have to follow this model. Her adaptation to it may be different compared to an athlete that's still pre-PHV. But if we don't develop the foundation, regardless of the age, we're never going to be able to actually reach that peak. Too often we see athletes that are post PHV that have never done this before, and they come in and they have no ability to hip hinge, no ability to stabilize. Same conversations will occur. A parent says, I want my kid to get faster. She needs a very specific speed training program. And we say, okay, well, excellent. Right now, we're still focused on teaching her how to stabilize her pelvis, because before we can do that, we're never going to be able to have higher speed outputs, because all of her speed, all of that energy will be wasted because of so much rotation of her torso. We need to develop the foundation movement patterns and body awareness first. And honestly, it takes a lot longer to do that if we wait post PHV, because these athletes have now spent a certain amount of years developing specific movement patterns that have never been explored and never been made more efficient. So it's like we actually have to backtrack. So the kids that start in this model pre-PHV will be able to reach that sport specific goal that they have much sooner than an athlete that never is exposed to this